Coming to you straight from the Rio Grande and beyond. Broadcasting to the four corners of the globe. So grab your seat, your coffee, or your sundowner.
Okay, everybody, here we go.
On point, as always. This is Gloves Off. Gloves Off.
We're back at you in Gloves Off, and today I have a great guest, a leader in Webb County, a leader in Laredo, Ms. Margie Ibarra, and she's running again for election, right?
I'm running again for election, yes.
That's cool. That's wonderful. Let's touch base on one thing, because I've seen you always leading. I've seen you always in front there. People know that you're moving things forward. When did you decide to say I want to run? Let's go back to that day.
Okay, basically, when I began at the county clerk's office, I was a part-timer. All I knew it was that you get married or you got a license from that office. But I worked for that office for 10 years before I even ran. Okay, so I really loved everything that was being done in the office. I learned so many things within those years. So I decided to run because I said, I can bring more improvements. I know what it is, and I know what can change. You know, so basically I ran 4 times before I won. Four times I lost, and when I won, I went into office. To me, customer service is number one, and it's always been number one since the very first day I began until now. It's always been. So the staff, I believe in the staff being cross-trained, all the staff being cross-trained, so I don't want anybody to go in and somebody say, I'm sorry, that person's not here, they don't know what to answer. So basically, that's the way I began. You know, I love my job, and I love that every day it's a challenging. Every day we learn something new. When I began in that job 19 years ago, because this is my 5th term, we were doing everything manually. Everything was written, handwritten. Everything was manual, even the file marking, marriage licenses, even when we would charge somebody, everything was just hands-on. And basically, in that office, we've improved that office 100%. Right now, we have e-filing for our court documents, for probates, for civil cases. We have e-recordings, so our property records. We used to have hundreds of people come in to the office. Now the majority of the title companies don't go in anymore. All they do is just e-file the documentation. We do have customers, but I would say maybe 30% of the whole 100% is in person. 70% is all electronically. So I have brought that office, 100% to modern technology, and then with the COVID situation, we all learned so many things. First of all, we learned to protect the customers, and we learned to protect our employees. Always safeguarding that everybody was safe. We did go through a lot of situations during all that time. Yes, we had the employees come in and other employees go, but we were always thinking first priority is the customer. So we were still helping the customer. We never stopped. We closed to come into the office, but we would help them at the door. Anything that they needed, or we will help them by phone. Any information that they needed, we would help. We would mail whatever needed to be mailed, or we would, advise them as much as we can. Marriage license, right now we're giving marriage license without appointments or everything. During the situation of COVID, we were taking appointments. We were taking appointments because we could not have at least more than one couple come in, and then we would sanitize the place and then get the other couple to come in. So we were booked for 3-4 months because the people that wanted to get married, they just had to wait. And basically, when we opened up the office again, we had so many couples come in that they said, oh, we had to wait or we had to cancel because of the COVID situation. But we were ready to serve everybody because that's the office. The office is public service. I've never been a politician. I've always been a public servant. And I believe that everything should be for the community and everything should be for the customers that we serve. So basically, it's been a long journey, but I'm proud of it. And we have brought that office from everything doing manual to now 100% technology. We have the courts that are virtual, and we learned, everybody learned, because, it was something that was not expected. But we were good at learning, and everybody, it's just like we could get a degree on learning. And so now we're all also getting ready to go public again, because now the courts are beginning to open up. So we'll be working virtually, and we will be working in person in the courts. So basically what we do in this office, we work with all these different agencies, We work with the whole county, because I tell everybody, eventually in your lifetime, everybody will go to that office. Whether it's a marriage license, whether it's property records, whether it's a courts, commissioner's court, any situation, they will have to go to the office. We also handle the DD 214s for veterans. I'm 100% behind the veterans. My husband was a disabled, a Vietnam veteran, and we're also proud, all my family is very proud of all our veterans. So our veterans, the DD 214s are free. We give free copies for them for marriage licenses for DD 214s. I mean, we do have to charge if it's a birth record because the state requires that we charge. But we work with the state on vitals. We work with the legislature, whatever changes they have. We work with the judges, whatever changes they also want in their courts, because we have to follow whatever they say in the court. So basically, there's so many entities that we work with that it's a learning process every day.
And like you said, everybody's gonna one time or another go through there, whether it's marriage license or what have you. And I've been there several times, and I've been there not because of marriage, but I've been there several times because of many other things. And one thing that you said that's true is with COVID, everybody had to adapt, and everybody had to adapt, and for the better, I guess, in a way, because there were services that we did not have, like the virtual. Now everybody has it. Everybody's trying to get on it. While before, people would say, no, we're never going to use it. Now we use it. So now it became part of what we do. And so every year that changes, even through the bad, we ended up getting some good positive feedback on there, which not only the virtual, because the virtual learning or virtual filing process or virtual meetings, everybody thought it was just something out of the Jetsons. Now everybody's doing it around the world.
Yes,
it's something now that's part of daily life.
And I'm sure it's here to stay.
Yes.
Because modern technology, in virtual learning, everybody now does everything electronically. We used to have title companies in the office where they do research, or they would get copies of our documentation. Now everything that comes in on a daily basis, on the following morning we send everything electronically. All the indexing, the verifying, all the images, we send them electronically. So basically, they only call us whenever they have maybe a situation, or maybe they need specific copies.
Sure.
But everything else they receive every day. All the property records, we go ahead and send them out to different companies, not only in Webb County, but in other counties that we have. So everything's being done now electronically.
Absolutely.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And it's just like here. We had to do virtual classes as well.
Yes.
To some point. Some people didn't want to do that. Some people just adapt. So now it's something that people look forward to seeing.
Yes.
And now you can touch more people because you have people throughout, not only Laredo, you have them throughout Texas and throughout all
Yes,
over the
and
world.
we have a website in our public records. Everybody can see our indexes. Except if you want to see images, you would have to subscribe like any other company.
Sure.
But that's worldwide. It's really worldwide, and we have a lot of people, looking at our documents, and they go ahead and pay on a monthly basis. But we have many companies from out of the state that pick up all our information every day, and we know that that's really technology that everywhere, and everything's open out to the public. Yes.
Absolutely,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. And when are the elections? When are they starting? Early voting and voting. When is it?
Basically, the election probably will be March the 1st. We're still pending because of all the lawsuits that are coming in because of the redistricting. But hopefully right now the plan is that early voting will begin on Valentine's Day, March the 14th, and election day will be March the 1st. So we're just right around the corner.
No, well, it's already here.
Yes.
It's already finishing.
A
actually.
month and a half will be, actually, it's just a month and a half.
Yeah, I mean, we're right here. Early vote, February 14th. Valentine's Day. You're talking about, about a month and a half.
Yeah,
a month and 2 weeks.
Basically, right now, we're asking everybody to please register to vote. And then, if you don't have any training on the new equipment, the new voting machines, that's what's gonna be used on this election. Because that eventually within a year, the state is gonna require that everybody votes with voting machines. People that still request ballot by mail will get a ballot, and they will be able to vote, but you have to follow the guidelines that are listed, why you're voting by mail. Everybody else will be required to vote in the machine. Right now, they have the opportunity that we can call the elections office, and they can take the equipment to several locations, and they can train the people. It's very simple, it's easy to learn, it's in English and Spanish. They can enlarge any image that they want, they can change anything that they want. So basically, it's not something that, it's something that everybody can learn. But we want everybody to be ready and prepared.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think this year, even though some people do not want to vote because of the apathy that's around, but I think right now, I think there's a lot of candidates that I've been seeing. I've seen people that the U.S. congressman on one side, the Republican side, they think there's like 6 candidates on one side, and
Yes.
so you're seeing a lot of people just moving on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I think people are, waking up. I think they want to vote, and I said, okay, but let's see if they're gonna vote
Yes.
because everybody really,
Well, we're hoping that not only register to vote, but please
Yep.
come out and vote.
You have to.
That's going to decide everything, and one vote can make a difference, in any race. So basically, I mean, that's what we're promoting. We're promoting right now that everybody registers to vote, whoever's not registered, and then to please come out and vote. Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. When somebody's 18, where can they register to vote?
Basically, if they have a driver's license, they'll register them there. When they go and get a marriage license with us, we'll go ahead and register the couple if they're not registered. But they can go to the elections office, so they can pick up an election request from anybody that's deputized by the elections department. Anybody can go ahead and register. And I know that they have been going to the schools, the different parties have been going to the schools, registering the students, and anybody that's not registered, the elections office is ready to help.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. And folks, you guys need to go out there and vote. Number one, exercise your right to vote. That is a right that we have right now. It's a right that our veterans fought for, and it's a right that a lot of people gave their lives for us to be able to have that freedom to vote. So that's number one.
Number one.
Number
Yes.
one, on another note, I want to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas. And folks out there, Merry Christmas if you don't watch this show. But
Likewise, I would like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a lot of health for the new year.
absolutely,
Basically, that's what we all ask for, a lot of health. Yes.
a lot of health. And for everybody to have a peaceful holiday season. A lot of people,
Yes.
they get hectic, Sometimes it's better to say, wait a minute, we'll talk about it later, and walk off the table. Let's not get into arguments at home. It's true.
Very true.
Let's have a peaceful Christmas, and have a peaceful New Year, and very prosperous next year. Ms. Ibarra, wish you good luck.
Thank you so
know,
much for
and you've always been a servant for everybody, really. And early vote, folks. Remember, February 14th,
14.
and it's going to go till
4 days before the election, which is March 1st. So early voting will end about the 27th or 26th of February. So please go and vote. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Go to
we-
the parade and go vote.
Absolutely, that's
Yes.
the parade's around. And hopefully we have it this year. We want to have.
Yes,
we need
hopefully
to
we
have
will.
it. We need to have it. Laredo lives on the
Yes.
parades.
And it's a pleasure to serve the community, and it's a pleasure to have everybody visit our office. We're available 8 to 5, Monday to Friday. And basically, I'm 24/7 because anywhere I go, anybody can stop me and ask me anything that they want. And I'm ready to help. Yes.
Absolutely. And we'll leave you with this. You all stay safe, be safe, and happy holidays. Till next time. Peace.